Okay, well, let's get started. And speak to Barnabas. Will do, will do. Okay.
Ah, I cannot speak of...
Come, friend. Right to business. Nobody's been as...
Yeah. So, return to Minova, return to Quaid. Old Akovia, Steps of Torment. Let's start at Old Akovia and work ourselves towards the Steps of Torment then. There we go. Something for just yesterday's progress, basically. Okay, we got all that. And next stop, Minova. And then that's that, level 60 that I was expecting. Alright, and then next stop. Steps of Torment. Okay, is that something that I want to have or not? Well, not really. There's not any damage type that it's really dominant in my build, so I'm not buying.
I can't do that yet.
Let's go zap some beasts. Ow. Dang. Stop hurting me. Yeah, well, double boss. It's allowed to hurt a bit. Tempest of the Void. Maelstrom lightning damage. Level 65 as well. So, no health though. Skill cooldown reduction. A lot more armor. So, well, even if I don't like the rest of the stats there, Fantasy, welcome! Hey! Believe it or not, I actually thought about you today. I don't know. Your name catched my eye in the Discord channel, and I was actually thinking that I haven't seen you for a while. Funny, isn't it? Hope you had a good time, good weekend and such. Okay. No problem. So, for me it's just chilling today. I'm not feeling well enough for something more complicated than ARPGs. Feeling very, very tired, and somehow I'm feeling as if I'm getting a cold again. I mean, that's my favorite hobby, getting colds from my kiddo out of the kindergarten. Oh well. Don't want to complain too loudly. Playing Grim Dawn is awesome. I want to know how far I can get this character.
I can't do that yet.
Because I literally never made it that far in hardcore. But it's looking as if I have good chances of going through more of that. I love it that so many games nowadays have options for roguelike lovers to make your game a roguelike experience. I really enjoy that a lot. Don't know. Permadeath is kind of like an acquired taste. I hated it 10 years ago or such. But nowadays it's like, well, a good reason of giving myself a challenge. And accepting that I have failed if I fail. More fun than just steamrolling through everything. Okay, let's take that. Careful. Let's take that really, really careful. Big bad totem. Totems are really dangerous. I'll make it look easy here, but if I would have overstayed in the vicinity of that thing, not good. Apothecary's Injector. No. No Storm Totem, no Wand. Nice, yeah, exactly. But I gotta say, there aren't too many ARPGs that I like to play on hardcore. Like, Diablo and Path of Exile would be games that I wouldn't enjoy so much on hardcore. Path of Exile mostly because you can't play it offline. You're always bound to internet connections. And, you know, it can always be something iffy. I personally prefer hardcore gameplay to be on my client side entirely, so I don't have to rely on the stability of my internet connection. Nothing would make me more mad than losing my favorite character to a momentary lapse of internet connection. I don't know if you would understand that, but... Okay, so Easter gloves. That's definitely a taker. I mean, the runic bracers, yeah, they are nice. Pretty nice defensive item. I'll miss the resistances, but... Well, I got vitality resistance, offensive and defensive ability too. Let's not underestimate that. And most importantly, heal, elemental damage on my skills. Creek's Cleaver. Wow. Nope. Just nopes all the way around. Well. Gotta say, Storm Totem is a very convenient build, though. Just the right stuff for me to play when I'm actually feeling pretty tired. Although I don't mind aiming in general, this is very convenient to just ignore the shooting and just focus on running, staying alive, looking good while doing so. Just the good life. Wow, why does he hurt so much? What's wrong with you, dude? Okay, Doom Touch. No. Play Diablo 2 hardcore. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you're losing your character to a lag or to a disconnect, that just feels unfair. And it is actually unfair. So, I don't mind losing because I was not paying attention, or because I took it too lightly, or because I just had no clue that this could happen. These are all things that I can't accept fair and square. Well, I might be sad. I'm not gonna pretend as if I wouldn't be as disappointed if this guy would just fall down flat, but as long as if I have the feeling that I could do something against that next time, I'm happy. And I will retry and just do my thing. So, Steps of Torment. I hope I won't kill myself while doing this. But might be also a really nice source of XP and loot. A little bit concerned about the piercing damage. Probably should craft myself something. Jeez, die already. Storm Revenants. Does make sense. Alright. How's my fire resistance? Extremely good. So, Sartusalin should be not really any problem. This dungeon is doable for this character. Just hope that I'm not blowing up myself accidentally. Let's attach some extra HP on this. Just while I'm talking about the possibility of dying. Always a good idea. modifiers here. Ooh, plus 40% crit damage. Disgusting. Pretty disgusting modifier. Luckily my character has that much HP. Alright. We should be fine though. Like 9.2k HP is a lot for this level vicinity. I'm steadily updating that, so... This character would be squishier, though. I think I would reset. I think I would just take my hat and go and reset that server. Okay. Oh, finally streaming again. It's really one of my, it's grown into one of my favorite habits at the end of the day. Unwind a bit. Zap. Take that. I really like that build a lot. The Wind Devils are kicking ass right now too. They really deal a lot of damage by. They're just melting stuff that whatever they're touching. I'd be really okay if I would be stupidly grinding this character all the way up to level 100, so I could at least say once in my life, I leveled up a hardcore character in an ARPG all the way down without dying. I'd be okay with it. There are more interactive and exciting builds out there, but I don't know, hardcore builds, they tend to be a little bit more on the defensive side after all. It's understandable. And I already paid my due to the craziness and played a melee character on hardcore during the stream. It was fun though. Nightblade Demolitionist with exploding dual hand melee attacks. It was all fun in games until I hit the amalgamation. Yorin, welcome! So happy to see you. Hope you had a fine weekend. Ooh. I don't like to go down to 50% HP. It always gives me a little bit of a chill feeling, reminding me of my own mortality. Hiding behind corners is a good thing to do. It's the fun thing about this build, you can hide so friggin' effectively, because you let other people do the dirty work. The only real downside here is, well, it's a double-edged sword, that your stuff is not attackable. Neither the totems nor the wind devils have their own HP, which makes them not targetable by the enemy, which means the enemy can't stop your damage from happening, but also means that your stuff doesn't protect you at all. Minion masters can hide behind their minions. I can't. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Hardcore translates into defense, that's true. But at the same time, I really feel as if this is a nice, one of the nicest challenges to do. So, does anybody have a good idea where I could stream nice background music into my stream? Like copyright-free stuff, because I want to stream Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup soon. But I don't want to stream that game without some background music, because there is no sound pack for DCSS or anything like that. And playing a keyboard-based game like that, it's just no fun. So I post it into my Discord channel or into the YouTube comments when this thing goes live as a VOD. I'd be deeply appreciating, because I really have no clue where you can get nice copyright-free music from nowadays. It's really important that it doesn't blend in some stupid advertisements all the way in between. Alright, enough of that. Let's keep grinding that place. Isn't the way downstairs to the northern direction? Wow! What a bloody mess down the hallway. I like this place. This junction here is one of the biggest action points of this whole level.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. Hi there, guys. Hi there. There's a YouTube channel that uploads, so okay. It's just important that this is a channel that doesn't feature advertisements in between, because I don't have a YouTube Premium account. Yo. What's going on with that Storm Revenant? he was slightly resilient to the abuse. Spooky. Ah, the NCS stuff, okay. That's a good idea.
That skill's not ready.
Because I really want to introduce Dungeon Crawl a little bit more into this community, because it's just one of my favorite games. Ooh, Salted Stash. Look here. Junk. Yeah, well, I do understand that, Jorn. I don't blame people using adblock. There's just such a crap load of advertisement out there. And advertisement is, well, essentially bad for you, Brian. I can't sweet talk it. It's just like that. Advertisement is always a attempt to mess with your brain. It's just like it's just really as blunt as I say it. The more often you listen to some advertisement slogans, the deeper they dig into your brain. It's disgusting. Sometimes there are even advertisements where I actually shut down the volume so I don't have to listen to them, because I don't want to hear those slogans. They're messing with my brain. I hate it. Freaking hate it, you know. Alan Walker. Okay. Yeah, just feel free to drop something into the Discord so I can access those links later. Otherwise, I'll just forget it. I am really a little bit forgetful and clumsy these days. It's always when I notice that I'm growing a little bit ill. I'm growing clumsy. It's always one of the first warning signs. Okay. Ooh, devotion shrine down the way. Neat. Oh yeah. Let's see. It's the monster spawning one. Oh man, it's a chamber. Lots of monsters is. Okay. Run! But let's first spawn stuff. These skeletal gargantuans, they really scare me. Especially when they come as bosses. Okay. It looks as if this one is under control. Oh, there's some response still. But I'll stay in this. I don't think as if I... There's no bosses anymore. No boss. No worry. Cool. Good Wrench Eviscerator. What a lovely name. Thank you, Hjarn. Appreciate it. So, let's see. Devotion Point. Where did I leave the last time? Oh yeah, at the Chariot of the Dead. 2 more points to get there. Can't wait. I love that passive skill. Just a passive chance receiving a healing whenever you receive damage. There's nothing bad about that. Gonna provide some extra safety for sure. Ooh, nasties. Really enjoy this run right now because we're finally at a point where the challenge level is actually present. Normal difficulty is, as long as you're minding resistances, practically no challenge at all. The challenge is to keep your character geared, basically. Don't want to sound too nosy here, but I never experienced it otherwise. Okay, Sartutsulan. I think there is a here. I should be fine against that dude. He's mainly fire damage. And my fire resist is 80%, so basically should be stupidly easy. Practically, let's see. Oh, I can't spawn myself, eh? I really want to use the Wendigo Totem a little bit more. It might be not dealing any damage, but it's still providing bursts of healing, and this totem does percentile healing here. 2% healing always. Okay, that's a little bit low by now. Good years, never bad. True bad. Beacon of the Winter's Veil. I think that's actually totally useless for me, sadly. Lorekeeper's Band. Elemental damage, casting speed, ether, elemental. Where do I sign? I like that. I think I'm going to exchange that with my Seal of the Royal Crown, maybe? I mean, no. No chance. If, then the Lightbringer's Diamond Signet. Which would mean another reduction of my health, but a huge spike of damage and ether resistance, which isn't maxed out yet. Yeah, well, but level 65. Here we go. So, my dude, I'm not gonna go for the next level of challenge here. I can't quite follow fantasy. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, not too much loot there.
I can't do that yet.
But I got 2 items that I will exchange later down the road. It's a good start, actually. Okay, let's get towards Homestead. Wait a sec. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. Remember it. I worked towards my progress here the other night. Hey, Ulgrim.
I know that it comes with the trade. I came upon these
Mr. Tavarin, I'm gonna find the corpse of your sister. You're welcome. Okay, let's go. Oh, Wendigos, they are in-game here scary, and lore-wise, they're also quite scary creatures. Mythologically speaking. Alright, let's see how this will work out. Our resistances against the Drog are pretty decent, so not too concerned. Poison is only so-so, but let's see. I was wondering which kind of bigger project, series, or whatever you guys would like to see here on stream. Because I consider this character right now as one bigger stream project, but I don't know, I feel in the mood lately to start something new soon again. And I was wondering what I could do. Okay, Totem. Let's go.
I can't do that yet.
Ooh. This might be bad. Finger on the invulnerability here.
I can't do that.
Okay. Let's go for the oh shit button. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. That's as quick as it can go, super bad. Progenitor. Whose one skills everything? Lightning and ether damage. I'll consider it. That was scary. That was really, really, really scary. Spirit Stone Charm. So wait a sec. Didn't I own something of the Eastern gear? Was one option. I vaguely remember here. I knew there was something. Pierce damages down below though. If I do that, gotta do something about the pierce resistance first. I won't be surviving otherwise, and that's a really, really bad thing. Let's see. There is stuff that I can use to increase my pierce resistance. Augments would be nice, though, at this point, finally. Okay, there's... dead ends everywhere. I hate this place. I think I'll reach my goal faster if I go down there. No problem, Fantasy. Just I'm looking for kind of like a new bigger project, and I'm wondering what that could be. I always like to think about my next step already a lot before it's actually a thing, because I hope that this dude here will stay my project for a couple of days still before he dies. I hope he doesn't die at all. Get the idea? Oh, come on, game. Can you please stop placing down roadblocks? Okay. I really wonder if I should start considering not triggering these totems anymore at some point. When would it be smarter to avoid the risk? It's hard to tell for me, because I'm a greedy little guy. Handful of enemies.
Can't do that yet.
102 spiders. Nothing more. Erix, the Ravener. Good. So, already one brush with death today. I don't like that too much. Rip Dahlia.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, Huron, that's why I can't stop myself from doing them either, you know? The sacred loot. Take that, Devotion Shrine. Okay, that was one point that was really I was really looking forward to, so gonna bind that to, yeah, Brogan's Pack, why not? Hello? Game? Shouldn't that be, reacting somehow? Ah, yeah, of course, I know what I did. Whatever. I overlooked that there's a point in between, and I tried to configure that. And now I put the point in the wrong spot, and I delayed my progress. It's all gonna be fine. I could reset that at an NPC if I'd really like to. Okay, let's get out of here. I already got past the main attraction. So, probably if I would mod some pierce resistance on the eastern roads, that might be helpful. Because I really think that I could leave the extra HP from that chest piece and be really good still. I know that there's one craftable component that does increase pierce and bleed resistance, but I'm not too eager to take that.
Can't do that yet.
Okay. So, there's Pine Barrens below me. Quite tempted to go there, but not now. Woo! These Bryathlons, they are such fast buggers. I hate them for their speed. Always got to kite so far with them on my heels. Well, let's head towards instead first. Pine Barrens is a optional area, which I don't want to take right now. We're gonna do that later. There's a lot of cool side objectives there. And I'm quite inclined to go there, but not right now. Take that, Druids. Okay. Leveling pretty slowly today. But, well, I think I am past that phase where leveling went fast. It's now slowing down a bit. Level 65 is very desirable, though. Almost there. Almost there.
That skill's not ready.
Homestead again. Alright. Really didn't expect to make it that far. So let's take the Demepteran Queen and the Amalgamation today as our big targets. Milestones. I'd be really happy if I make that. Are you only looking mean, or are you also...
That skill's not ready.
Seems to be only looking mean.
That skill's not ready.
So... Now, that's that. Can I already get the people there through this?
So how, now that we come to...
And that's that. If I remember correctly, level 65 was also the point where I was finally unlocking the skill there. So there's a lot to look forward to. Yeah. I'll take out these Demepterans. Will do. Although I'm a little bit concerned about the next steps there.
I'll skip the pleasant. The Legion is split on two fronts. To the north.
Okay, more quests, or... I think that's been it. Oh no, there's... Ah yeah, the conflagration. Well, 63 ether resistance. Let's see, I want to check out what kind of Silk Swatch. That's what I could do. That's providing extra pierce resistance. How much does this thing? Well, but it's also poison. Oh man. Well, the Eastern Robes, they don't really provide anything which I really need except for the damage. The damage portion is good, but everything else is rather bad. It's pretty nasty. Well, whatever. I don't want to overthink that. If I find the third part of the Eastern set, then I'll actually take it. Well, wait a sec. Homestead Honored. Rovers honored. Oops. There's something. Will make me feel a lot safer. Where's the homestead quartermaster? Up there.
I hope I...
Okay. Oh, come on. Past that thing.
Come see what's left of what wears.
So, if I remember correctly, there's chaos resists, pierce resists, applicable to, oh yeah, definitely take that, applicable to these items here. So that would be more damage. But I don't need damage right now. Well, okay, there's, I thought I could be finding something for poison resistance here, but honestly, the extra piercing resistance basically for free, I'll not say no to that. Yeah, true that, Yarn, too bad. And I feel as if I don't really need the extra damage there. I'd rather much more prefer extra resistances and HP at this point. Damage-wise, I feel as if I'm kicking ass big time.
I can't do that yet.
Although, ideally, take both of course. Ah, well, let's see. Oh, yeah. These Domapterans, they don't have too much poison lightning resist. It's really noticeable. I'm taking them apart really effectively here. Oh yeah, they yield some nice XP too. Cool. Cool. So, a couple of extra clusters, please. There we go.
That skill's not ready.
They're really gotta be careful with this area here. In general, I might be able to take out the Domapterans pretty quickly, but so do they as well with me. This typical fast charging enemy concept, and they also run a lot of poison damage, so poison resist is only 45%. Ah, there's these stupid clusters. Wanted to finish that. Solgo, stay there. So nice to see you. Good evening. Hope you had a nice weekend.
That skill's not ready.
We definitely had a nice weekend on our side. Just had the regular sleeping issues with our kid. Okay, one more devotion point. Finally. Okay. Well, I don't want to traverse that ether soup. Say no to ether soup. Totem. Ether warp totem. So let's see if that totem is the last thing that my character does. Let's see. Run! Ooh. With meteor shower. Fancy. Okay. Big bad bunch of yuck. But so far, it all looks pretty manageable. Tainted brain matter is a nice drop. Oh, there's more trouble. 3 hulks, okay. Now we're talking business. Took them down quickly, though. Is that game as complicated as PoE? Yes and no. It's less complicated to get a character going, like to get an idea of what you're doing and what you want to play. It's a lot easier than in Path of Exile, but optimizing and increasing the efficiency of your character, pretty rough. It's pretty challenging. There's a lot of things that you need to pay attention to, and, well, similarly deep, I'd say. Similarly deep. But, I'd definitely say that Grim Dawn has the huge bonus of a higher simplicity on the lower level, basically. Because you just select skills from your skill board, and they're all good. You can't skill a bad thing in this game. Unlike in PoE, where you can't just combine skill gems. It sucks. And you wouldn't know. So, this is a really, really cool drop. I want to wear it, but at the same time, I'd lose 30% of my piercing resistance. It's friggin' piercing resistance. It's a bloody mess. Oh yeah, that's very important to mention, Bjorn. The rollback is a lot easier than with Path of Exile, so basically this circlet is exactly what I want to wear, but not with the resistances right now. Just I need to bolster my pierce resistance first before I can get rid of this helmet. It's just as it is. And it didn't run in quintuple speed. As PoE, yeah, Defi. That's so well said. This game is a lot slower than PoE, but that's actually a good thing because that makes everything much more strategic and manageable. And it's also running on your own computer and not on some online server that can randomly kill you with lag spikes and stuff like that. So why did I walk into this direction again? Ah, yeah, because I wanted to get back. Closed beta PoE. Well, I don't miss the age of desync, though. I mean, I'm really happy that the Path of Exile developers got rid of the desync problem. That was really some bad time. I still played the hell out of the game still. Path of Exile was really, really good when it was new. Very innovative. Much good stuff in it. Single player only? No, you can multiplayer this too. But it's optional. When you play single player, you don't have to play on some online server. That's why I actually do play hardcore here. I said it a while before. When my game is running on a online server and it's not a turn-based game, I opt out of hardcore permadeath because, you know, it only needs one glitch in my internet connection and I'm done so. That would make me so angry that I'm not doing it. I miss the times when Path of Exile was actually still fun, but well, the game is still fun, but it's bloated. It's just too much in it. These guys, they really need a reset somehow. So I still believe in them, in their ability to do a great game, but somehow there's just too much stuff in it right now. Just my personal point of view. And yeah, the speed issue. Everything there runs too fast. But I really enjoyed myself a lot. I mean, I played a character up until 96 or 97. That was my personal best. Then I lost interest. And I really played a lot of time. I really missed the race seasons a lot. That was my personal favorite time in Path of Exile. That's when they had mini games, or well, how to put it. There were at fixed times little optional game modes where you had to level as far as possible in a given time without dying. Oh man, that was so awesome. I had so much fun with that. I really don't understand why they took down that woman. Races were so much fun. And they had really unfair game modes with extra fast and hard-hitting monsters that had extra projectiles, extra fast projectiles, everything. Good times. Good times. Okay.
That skill's not ready.
I did like the competitive aspect at that time, basically. Even though everybody was just meta grinding and there were only 2 or 3 eligible builds that you could play, otherwise you never made it into the top 10, but it's always like that. Well, there were times when a Chevrons was worth that much. Jeez. Nowadays, you can't be happy when you're actually able to sell it. I don't know how it's these days, but the last time I was playing Path of Exile, Chevron's wrappings were not really a big drop anymore. Took me a couple of days to get rid of it. I was really kind of like a depressing feeling. Yay! Level up. Well, to be fair, the whole trading aspect of Path of Exile is, I don't know, inherently broken. They had a good idea with what they did there, but in the end, it's just too bulky, clunky, and too complicated. Can't put it into more simple words. The idea was brilliant, but the execution is just too complicated. It takes you a while until you actually understand how currency works in this game. And once you understand it, you're already at the point where you actually hate the currency system, or at least I did. Then that whole re-roll your item strategy didn't really get me. And that whole link system was all nice and dandy until you noticed that this one yellow rare drop that you really want to have for your character will be super insanely expensive as a 6-link chest piece, and then you were like, okay, you know what, screw you, I'm wearing a 5-link chest piece. And that's where I didn't like the game anymore. It was just such a annoying system. Just can't put into different words. Well, I came from Diablo 2 originally. Actually, Diablo 1. Including Hellfire. I played that stuff all the way on the highest difficulties. I don't know how I actually endured that. Somehow I made it through all the content of Diablo 1 on all 3 difficulty levels with my mage. Never gonna do that again, though. Biggest piece of gaming masochism ever. But, you know, I was a bored teenager back then. That was literally what I was literally waiting an entire year to be finally able to play Diablo 1, because we didn't have a computer back in the day that was actually capable of playing that game. And when I was finally at it, when finally that 1 year was over of waiting, I didn't do anything else anymore with my life.
That skill's not ready.
I don't regret a thing. I really had a lot of fun with Diablo 1. When it was new, it was insanely innovative and brilliant.
Skill's not ready.
Hellfire was so shit. Oh yeah, it was. From my standpoint nowadays, it was so unfair and difficult and bad actually, and gory and disgusting and just cram-filled with enemies that were not balanced and fair at all. It was, no. I was more safe when loading my game, because that was back in the day a thing, than anything else. I literally had to replay every single fight on Hell difficulty in the entire Hellfire pack. Like, every single fight I felt as if I had to reload it 4 or 5 times to actually have a chance beating this insane clown fiesta. But I somehow did. I don't know why or how, or... I only know that I did. So, I need to catch up with you guys in a sec, but first I need to take down the Demapterans, so... Yeah. Well, Diablo 2 is a great game in all respects, but it was also it also had very unfair difficulty spikes. Like, I only want to mention the infamous combo of a lightning enchanted enemy that had these lightning zaps in combination with a elemental reduction aura on the highest difficulty. This combo basically destroyed like 80% of all the noobs out there with just one touch of a lightning bolt. It was just too much, you know. This could be actually good. Okay, I really need to replace my main hand. My main hand is crap. If a random lightning one-handed revolver starts to be a better option than my weapon right now. Conviction aura just run. Yeah, I mean, I remember that many times when I was doing Mephisto runs and a boss with that aura at the wrong spot spawned, I was just resetting. I was just like, you know, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take my XP and run. And that's something where I really don't understand why Diablo 2 Resurrected didn't even receive a rebalance. Because, you know, nowadays we can do better. Nowadays we can implement similar designs, but a little bit less unfair. That Diablo 2 is just slapped back online with the same balancing as it had back in the day. I don't understand that decision. Blizzard could have improved their old product to a level where they could practically use it as a beta test laboratory for what they need to do for Diablo 4, but somehow, I don't know. I don't feel as if there's too much love for the product and Blizzard Activision anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. They did so many good things. Would be a tragedy if these things would just go away with such a bad memory. But let's see if the world will ever see Diablo 4. I didn't even know that there was a thing like Project Diablo 2.
That skill's not ready.
I only knew that there was an excellent modding community back in the day for Diablo 2, where they did so many great things, like an entire Dungeons and Dragons themed mod where you were able to play the D&D classes with entire skill trees, with entire itemizations and everything, complete overhaul mods, and it's all gone for good now because of corporate douchebaggery. It's really sad. I really find these decisions so sad when gaming companies don't support their modding community. That's for me a slap in the face towards creative minds. It's bad. So I really can't afford to be hit by these poison bombs ever. It's an immediate KO. Okay. I think I reset him. Okay. But honestly, as long as I don't
Can't do that yet.
stand still while he's throwing those stinkers, everything should be fine.
I can't do that yet.
The damage over time portion of this attack is just absolutely bonkers. Yeah, here we go. So cheesy. They got a maximum range,
That skill's
and
not ready.
once you see what's happening, he's literally taking a beating here while kiting back out there. I don't know why the game does that, but I'm not gonna mutter about that. Like Malay Splash that made me why? Yeah, me neither. Definitely me neither. There are some large Grim Dawn mods. Reign of Terror. Well, yeah, Bethesda, they really did a good decision there. That's true. I never, oh, that one is a good one. I never grew too close with the gameplay mechanics of Bethesda games in general. I really can't put it into different words. I hate their skill and gameplay system, skill magic and gameplay system. I really don't like it. I love the worlds they create, I love the lore they create, everything's so good, but man, the skill system and everything is just not clicking for me. But that's okay. It's at least one thing less on the list. But what I actually wanted to say is that Bethesda did a great job in accepting their modding community as something important and valuable right from the start. I mean, I remember that Morrowind got released with a editing tool back in a time when that was unspoken of, you know? That was literally one of the first companies that said, you know what, you like our game? Just do your own thing here. Here, you've got the tools. Have fun. And I remember that when this game got released, I was something really new. Neat item. More elemental damage. I'm gonna try that out once I'm there. Try to make this. Well, can't really speak of that. I played a lot of Morrowind, but Morrowind was the game that showed me that I didn't like their skill and development system at all. And with all the forthcoming titles up until Skyrim, I always tried to reacquaint myself, but there's always that same grid they use, and somehow I don't like it. But that's okay. Can't even say that it's bad or anything. I just can't say I don't like it. Yeah, well, Morrowind was a really good-looking game back in the day, which is hard to believe when I look at old screenshots nowadays. But I know that back in the day when this was really a nice an eye candy game. I'm not good with model names of graphic cards, so don't you worry, Deffy. Don't you worry. Okay, so let's go for the finale. Do I own something against poison? Yes, I do. Alright.
That skill's not ready.
Gives me a safer feeling with the with this boss fight. Right, army of the Demopterans coming in. Nothing unusual. Gothic. Oh man, Gothic was such an interesting game. Fundamentally flawed with its horrible combat system, but yet still such a good game with such a deep and rich world and all the things. But Piranha Bytes, they are infamous for that combo of horrible combat systems and genius worlds. And very, very good story telling. Right, I hate this boss. Ugh. That's why I sipped in an extra poison resistance potion. Firing speed of that boss is so high that I actually got trouble placing down my totems without risking myself getting hit there. And now to annoying phase 2. Now as a super fast critter with collapsing roof tiles. I hate this boss. I hope I won't die. Okay. Especially since I feel it's so hard to foresee where these stone thingies will actually land. Essence of Baranoth. Okay. But, huzzah, I did it. Still alive. Wonderful. German, I need to log. Yeah, no you don't. Well, Gothic is a great game when you just accept that combat in the game is just weird. But beyond that, these games were really great. But they came out in a time when I didn't have too much time for PC games. I think I was grinding Final Fantasy back in that day. Can't say for sure though. Okay, so let's go to Homestead for a second, and I'm gonna be back in a minute. Gonna see the toilet and get myself some extra tea because I'm thirsty. See you right there. Now, okay, so got myself some chocolate here, because, you know, something to soothe the nerves. Okay. And I own something against ether damage too. Jelly bomb. I wish this game had a search function for your inventory. It's one of the things. Spirit Bane ointment here. Okay. One pot. Acid dervish. Sounds crazy. In a good way.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, first part of the daily milestone achieved. Let's go for the second part. The amalgamation. Shouldn't be too much of an issue though, I think.
That skill's not ready.
My base resistance towards ether damage isn't bad at all. And I'm really good at dealing damage passively. The amalgamation is mainly problematic for builds that have to stand still a lot, from my experience at least. But I got a charging boss on my heels, so not too surprised.
That skill's not ready.
Melting these enemies. Okay, let's move through. Almost there. Oh, the Storm Box. Isn't that the skill which you can also play with a lightning tether? Wasn't that one? If so, I played this, I played that skill a while ago, a long while ago. I enjoyed it a lot. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's go.
That skill's not ready.
But first, let me place down all my totems. No reason to go half prepared into this. Alright. I decided against the extra resistance potion there, because I feel that this should not be necessary. Oh, I should avoid standing in the corner like that. No, I didn't mean to press 4. Oh, I hope that won't turn into a problem.
Yeah.
I wasted my invulnerability.
I can't do that.
That thing's already down to 100k. I'm pretty sure we will be fine. There we go. Just like I thought. Nothing too special. Pulsing shard of the ether. Oh, that tether skill is so much fun. I don't know why, but I enjoyed a lot playing it.
There was much I see your reputation is well earned. My scouts have reported back.
Okay.
Just the person there are 2 other groups. I have come to represent.
And Devil's Crossing.
I don't know what you did.
See anything you like?
Okay. Rings and amulets. Okay. I'll definitely take that
Well spent.
with Venom and just smack it on my rings and amulets for the free poison resistance. And I think... Well, then there's still a little bit less pierce resistance on the Eastern ropes, but you know what? I'm actually gonna create that silk swatch there. So I need 1 resilient plating. And just slap that on. And here we go. Only a minuscule loss of stats here versus a huge gain of armor, huge gain of damage, and energy regen, and ether resistance, actually. So, there we go. An offensive ability. Hey, Drama. I'm doing really well. Finally got the amalgamation down, so we're now heading towards the Blood Robe, or the Conflagration. Well, with 80% ether resistance, let's do the Conflagration. That should be easy. Easy cheesy. Hope you had a nice weekend, Drama. Happy to see you tonight.
I can't do that yet.
The only thing bothering me lately is that I only made like 2 levels tonight. And that's that, not more. Not even really getting closer towards 65 here.
That skill's not ready.
I want my last skill so badly. Alright. Let's run. Ow. Ow. The floor's lava. Okay. 9-day weekend. Awesome. Well, leveling after 60 seems to slow down as well, Fjorn. Since I was always writing the level span on every run, I noticed that the other runs I leveled a lot more. Okay. Stupid ether crystals. You are no match to my storm totems. Oh, finally there. Soon-ish. Whatever.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. So, Port Valkyrie ahead. Don't want to go down that road. I mean, resistance-wise and everything is this character perfectly fit for that job. But let's finish the first quest today. Dash, hi there. I'm feeling great right now. And the, well, progress is running smooth too. Still alive. Catched all the milestone goals for today. Finished the bosses that I wanted to finish. Let's just hope that I'll make it here. Through the conflagration too. One of the nastier areas in the game. Since my character runs a maximum resistance against the predominant damage type here, I'm feeling sassy. Oh well, I didn't find the time for Vagras. I basically haven't played it since the release too much. But good thing that you remind me. It's a nice thing to return to. Last couple of weeks I was quite often so tired in the evening hours that I didn't really see Vagras as an option because, you know, reading a lot while you're tired is not so much of a fun thing. And then I kind of lost track. There's a totem up ahead of me. Yeah, and especially I want to give this game the proper attention that it deserves. There's nothing worse than going through a text-heavy game halfway. That just kills a lot of the fun for me because somehow when I read texts in a bad or uninterested mood, I can't really rekindle the passion for that anymore. It takes me sometimes years to get a new perspective on that. Happened to me with books a lot. Most famous example for that was when I was a teenager. I had a pretty bad wound on the ankle. I don't know how to call that in English, but couldn't walk for a while. Did need an operation too, whatever. I read the first book of the Lord of the Rings during my hospital stay, and I really hated my hospital stay there, and that really reflected down on my reading experience with the Lord of the Rings, and yeah, it took me many years to touch that book again and enjoy it again, because I really didn't enjoy it back then, and then I didn't touch it ever again. Sometimes, well, I don't know if it's just me or other people work like that too. But that's at least the story about me and Vagras and why we didn't connect yet. Okay, Herald of the Flame. Let's see how that plays out. The direct zap of the monster yet didn't really shock me at all. Just a little bit low on HP in general. But let's see how that plays out once that thing goes into phase 2. Just now. Yeah, but just like I thought. With that kind of resistance, this boss is pretty ridiculous. There we go. Easy. Time warped workers. Dynamite, cannons. Alright, nice. Now to the stupid blood grove. Or I'll kill myself here at the totem. Also perfectly possible. Oh, it's one of the bad ones. With those huge crystal ethereal colossus things. They are super tanky and super fast.
That skill's not ready.
Really annoying buggers. Consider these the more dangerous totems of the ethers. Ether warped faction. But it looks as if everything's going fine here.
That skill's not ready.
Glyph of the Rising Phoenix. Definitely should consider forging a glyph at some point too. Band of the Eternal Haunt. Yep. Okay. Yo, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
Can't do that yet.
Resilient, fast, and also dealing a lot of damage. What's not to hate about these guys? Jeez.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, that was definitely a pretty lengthy totem. Razor leaf blade. Ah, two-handed. Two-handed items don't count. If you don't know what to play next, where did you come from? And what you're feeling like? Maybe I can think of something. Yeah. Oops. So, driver's mill. And well, you're looking for a new character to play, or looking for an entirely different game. Because I'm afraid I'm not able to give you good character inspirations right now. Which are.
That skill's not ready.
Since I really don't know what you've already done at all, it's difficult for me. Usually browsing through the character classes gives me sooner or later an idea. Only had one character yet, I think. I keep saying it, and I still mean it, Minion Masters in this game are absolutely fun and totally worth playing. And that's said by somebody who hates Minion Masters and all other ARPGs. So... here. Chthonic Seals of Binding. And Bolvar, the Bloodbinder. Okay. That's of course also an option, like Duffy says. Just farm gear until you find something that you really want to wear and use. This always happens sooner or later, if you ask me. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'll reach 64 here today still. That would be cool. None of these enemies seem to be too resilient against my type of damage. That's pretty good.
That skill's not ready.
Anti-cores. Old school. Okay. Black Legion insignia. And a totem. Let's just hope for some really good loot. That was an easy one. It's definitely never the same. Vortex Stone. Brawler's Gloves. Don't even look at them. Maven's Sphere of Protection. Ah, the Unseen Swiftness things. I don't like them at all. They make you really fast until you get hit, and then you get debuffed if you get hit. Don't like that concept. So, 2 more levels. Yeah. Ambush me, monster.
Can't do that yet.
Free and easy XP in exchange for a bit of dynamite. I'm okay with that. $38 grand. Okay. Oh, now we're looking for the farmers. Can't remember if Bolvar was a boss out here or somewhere else, but definitely looking for the farmers. afford like Legion insignias. That's okay. I'll take those. Yeah, I'll definitely make it up to level 64 tonight. Well, if not 65, at least 64 is done today. Star Pack will be another massive power-up for this character. It's not only the damage. It's also that cooldown reduction I'm waiting for.
That skill's not ready.
Somehow vaguely remember that ball bar. There's a boss that was running around here. Yeah. Got that right. Alright. Let's see how that plays.
That skill's not ready.
Looking good so far, though.
That skill's not ready.
There we go. Thunderstruck Bolvar's Pendant. Definitely not. So only one more insignia to go. And Vitality Caster, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bloody Pox from the Occultist, such a fun skill. Such a tremendously fun skill. But there are also other options. Necromancer yields pretty interesting choices for Vitality spellcasting too. If you want to go down a different path. Really good stuff. Really good stuff possible there. Okay. Oh, at least these dudes are dying real quickly right now. Grenadier Shoulder Guard. Sounds like a fire item. It is a fire item. What do you want to go for a beginner build? Well, is that a thing? Categorizing them into difficulty levels? Yeah. I really got no clue. I would think that the stuff I'm playing right now would be totally cheesy beginner stuff. I really like to experiment creating stuff too. Finding the combos that click. Okay, Killmaster Ravok. Okay. Let's collect the other XP there. So nobody sent me to any of the wait, Master Ravok. Fort Haron. Yeah, I know where that place is.
I am told that
Cultist
Lasan I
Inquisitor.
could not when the Legion was forced to abandon the capital. We made for.
There are so many different things you can play in this game. It's pretty amazing. Okay. Let's see. Tenebris trance. Sounds fancy. It's a Tenebris 2 in a side, I mean.
I can't do that.
Ow. Jeez. That was a lot of damage. What I hate about Manticores in general. They have such an insanely brutal alpha strike. Take that, ye evil necromancers. Well, two-handed weapons, I'm pretty sure they are viable. I mean, it all depends. If you want to play hardcore and stay alive, I don't know, two-handed weapons are actually always a downgrade because you give up defensive stats, basically. But I can't imagine that two-handed weapons are unviable. Can't imagine. But I don't know. I've got to honestly say that I don't know.
I can't do that yet.
I'm just a scrubby scrub playing the game I want to. Yeah, but the weapon augment actually is stronger than... usually the weapon augment for a two-handed weapon is even stronger than two augments for the one-handed, if I remember correctly. But I'll stop rambling. I need to do research. Because I really don't know for sure. So, I'll take the, Ah, yeah, components. Yeah. That's true, though. That's true.
That skill's not ready.
So, the Master Rava quest will be the last thing for tonight. Then it's time to say goodnight for me, sadly. This is looking pretty good so far. Practically farming these dudes. The necromancers have really no chance whatsoever so far. Origin of a Slith. Gimme XP, gimme. Dynamite! Wonderful. I like it to find dynamite in larger amounts. So there's Master Rava. Let's see how this encounter plays out. So far his projectiles don't even bother me.
I can't do that.
Okay. More diamond. Nice. Yeah, this is not really a fight.
That skill's not ready.
Or Rune Ward Leg Guards. Another prismatic shield item. I'll take it into consideration because I'm right now wearing some really iffy clothes there. Okay.
Can't do that yet.
Boom. Let's get out of here. I really don't like these quests here too much. It's so annoying getting in and out there the whole time. So, next quest. Cover ashes will do.
I'll give you a
So,
good price on what I've got left. Give you a good price on what I've got left.
they will have augments in another level. But now let's buy those recipes for augments.
Put to good use.
It's always good to have those. So there's still Griver's Mill and Dark Veil to be done. Oh well, let's take down Griver's Mill real quick. Can't stop myself tonight. I'm having so much fun. Stupid tiredness. Sleep. An overrated concept. As every Factorio player can tell you. Okay. Yeah, so definitely won't make it to level 65 tonight. Pity. No, not the Manticores.
That skill's not ready.
Friggin' scary beasts. And next time, we're gonna go towards Darkwind. And that means ultimate difficulty is getting closer and closer. Well, I think you should be able to since you're a subscriber. As far as I remember, subscribers can post links. Yeah.
That skill's not ready.
Alright, so that's also done. No, I haven't found anything really cool tonight, honestly. Only a couple of mythicals that I might be using. Oh god, so many magic cores. Okay. Give me your eyes, filthy magic cores.
That skill's not ready. Can't do that.
Okay. Ah, well, whatever. I'm going through Dark Veil too.
Can't do that yet.
Then I'm done with this part. And Dark Veil Gate is not really hard to reach from this point on.
That skill's not ready.
Eh,
Can't do that.
stop freezing me. Kalidor's Codex. That's nothing that I want to have here. Runic Bracers, been there, done that. Wild Speaker Coat. My cup of tea. Ruby of Elemental Balance. Bloodhound Greaves, okay. Just realized how close I am already to Dark Veil, and well, Dark Veil is just a very short stepping stone to the next waypoint.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Well, it's gonna be oh so slightly not enough for the next level up. Because the lumber for the Legion quest alone will be not enough to level up here. Ooh, another Chthonic Seal. Nice. And I'm pretty sure that Dark Veil won't be yielding enough XP for the next level up alone. Although, there is a totem up ahead. And from there forward, Icon is just around the corner. Nice try. I'm mainly doing this because I don't like this part of the game a lot. The pathing through the blood road is really annoying for me every time. And Dark Veil is just a pretty small and short area that you can sort through quite quickly. Usually I stop my tour quite often at Dark Veil Gate.
Can't do that yet.
Ortosian Chest Guard. Oh, no. Barrel of the Relentless North. Nope. Windborne Reeves. And yet another nope. But that totem definitely was worth quite some XP.
Skill's not ready.
Okay. Oh, boss time. Zarya's up ahead. Well, let's do that little devotion shrine first. Powered conduit. Conduit sounds like something my character would like to have. Oh, it's a two-handed sword. Dang. Well, never mind. Okay, Zarya. Should be pretty easy, though. She does spawn very, very deadly obsidian crystals, but these are only deadly if you don't have chain lightnings popping them immediately, and also if they're only dangerous if you're standing really close to them. And they also have a little bit of a time delay before firing. So. But if you are not careful enough, these thingies can one-shot you. Another conduit. Tome of the Frigid Winds. Nope. Unseeing Eye of the Blind Assassin. Zarya's Pendant. Nope. Okay. So, my dear friends, it's time, almost time to say goodnight. It's been a good time today. It's been a really, really good time today. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. And I think I'll be actually making it to 65. And yeah, feel free to drop here tomorrow again. I think there's a high tendency of CDDA tomorrow. Haven't fully made up my mind yet, but I've noticed that my last stream there was a while ago, and I wanted to get back to that. But maybe I'll be just streaming some more Grim Dawn. Could be also the case. Yay, Star Pact. Anywho, thanks everybody for hanging around, and see you all tomorrow, I'd say. Bye-bye.